popping out on them. I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all goal, ain't no stopping in it. Look.
It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Patriots and the Eagles on Thursday night primetime.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago, where the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with Cam Newton and the New England Patriots. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's got some space here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. A shotgun snap for Newton. Flushed out right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Now this throw caught left side, and he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time now with James White. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And it's Graham here, the one who is still down. And looks like he's in some pain. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give. This is Michel. It showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. On the ground, Michel, and he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play,
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
Patriots and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They try to... Second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Jalen Hurts, not a terribly big fella at 6'1", but his arms got plenty of life to it, and that was a thing of beauty there.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see them take a deep shot in this game.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. There's the first NFL catch for Devontae Smith. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 30 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Newton to throw. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, here's Newton. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
A free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On second down, they go back to White again. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
First down, New England.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. That's caught by Myers. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run it. This is Michel. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll go option on second down, right side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On second down, they'll run with White. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now it's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And Folk's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And this is caught by Watkins. Touchdown, Eagles.
Chris Watkins.
27 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them play running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
So the Patriots coming out now. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They begin with Michel on the ground, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our 1st half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Newton.
Cam finding Bourne there, 1st down, New England.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From just shy of midfield, Newton.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Myers. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
2nd and 2.
Out of the gun, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. Wide open receiver complete.
And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Newton throwing again. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, as the 1st half is winding down.
And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the 1st half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They go play action with Hurts.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver.
But it's going to be 2nd down.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Time now for a look at the next-gen stats for New England in that first half. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half. These two coaching staffs are likely using this game as their dress rehearsal for the regular season. So some final adjustments being made. And for the call of the second half, we send it back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Flacco looking for his first toss. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Now a throw here, hauled in. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And quickly, they get to the line. Looking to throw again on second down. Flacco, he'll get this into the hands of Travis Fulgham. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Sheds off the tackle. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Quez Watkins
Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Flacco. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Flacco from the gun.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now Jones. He completes it right side to White. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing, Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, he gets it complete to Harris. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's hauled in by Devin Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
7 yards to pick up there.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're talking about finding the soft spot. Touchdown! That's caught at the 2. Devin Smith, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Flacco will take to the air again. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
Pass complete to Harris.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. He's got his man. It's White. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now Jones.
Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here.
Jones.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
To throw is Jones.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand.
Pass interference.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now Flacco.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people watching this one right here who gave up, because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England's offense set to go. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
See if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for one, maybe 2 more plays. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.